Sometimes in life, we're blessed with people who genuinely care for us, people who uplift us, inspire us, and stand beside us in both our brightest and our darkest moments. We call these people true friends. But along the way, we may also encounter others who seem supportive, who may even pretend to be on our side. Yet behind that mask, they're secretly hoping to see us fail. These are hidden enemies. So how do we tell the difference? How do we separate those who are truly there for us from those who are only pretending? The answer isn't always easy. Hidden enemies don't announce themselves. They don't carry signs saying, "I'm not really here for you." Instead, they're often disguised as friends, camouflaged by their smiles and their charm. They might celebrate our wins to our faces, but behind closed doors, they might envy our successes, spread rumors, or even undermine our growth. But here's the thing. True friends are not only there when you win, they're there when you lose. They're the ones who see you stumble, who witness your falls, and who don't look away when things get tough. They help you pick yourself back up, dust you off, and remind you of your worth when you start to doubt it yourself. Hidden enemies, on the other hand, are often only around for the good times. When things are going great, they're right there with you, smiling for the photos, enjoying the spotlight. But when you're facing struggles, you might notice their silence, or even worse, their absence. Suddenly they're too busy, or they disappear entirely, leaving you to fend for yourself. Let's take a moment to look deeper. True friends don't just talk about loyalty. They show it. They support you without expecting anything in return. They're the ones who respect your boundaries, who tell you the truth, even when it's difficult to hear, because they care more about your growth than about making you comfortable. They're not afraid to challenge you, to hold you accountable, because they see your potential and they want you to be the best version of yourself. But hidden enemies, they're different. They might say all the right things, flatter you, even agree with everything you say, but watch their actions. Do they celebrate your wins? Or do they grow silent when you succeed? Do they encourage your dreams? Or do they try to subtly discourage you, feeding you doubts and realistic limitations? These are the subtle signs of people who don't want to see you rise, people who, deep down, hope you stay exactly where you are, or even fall behind. True friends help you find yourself. Hidden enemies want you to doubt yourself. True friends will go through the fire with you. Hidden enemies will stand by the sidelines watching. So look closely. Real friends will push you toward your dreams, while hidden enemies will try to keep you bound to your fears. Ask yourself, who are the people who build you up, who remind you of your strength when you're ready to give up? Who are the ones who have proven time and time again that they're by your side no matter what? These are the people worth holding on to, worth fighting for, worth investing your time and energy in. They're rare gems in a world where true loyalty is hard to find. And if you find someone isn't who they say they are, it's okay to let go. You don't need hidden enemies disguised as friends in your life. You deserve real connections built on honesty, respect, and trust. Sometimes, the hardest part of letting go is accepting that not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay forever. People change, and so do circumstances, and that's okay. Letting go isn't about hatred or bitterness. It's about recognizing that not all relationships are meant to last. It's about freeing yourself from the negative energy that drains you and creating space for the true friends who will walk with you toward the future you deserve. It's also important to remember that you are the company you keep. If you surround yourself with people who constantly undermine you, question your worth, or hold you back, you're allowing them to shape your journey. But if you choose to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, who support your goals with genuine intentions, you'll start seeing your life transform. Your circle will become a reflection of your values, your strength, and your potential. So let's make a promise to ourselves today to honor those who stand with us in truth and to release those who only stand with us in convenience. Because life is too short to waste on people who only pretend to care. Seek out true friends, honor them, and be that true friend in return. In the end, the value of friendship isn't measured by how long someone has been in your life, but by how they've shown up when it mattered most. True friends will always prove their worth, and hidden enemies, they'll eventually show their true colors. So, take this message to heart. Not everyone is meant to stay in your life, and that's okay. Because when the right people come along, they'll make everything worth it. You deserve true friends. You deserve loyalty. And you deserve people who will fight with you, not against you. Before you go, I want to remind you, if you found value in this message, if it resonated with you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join this community. Together we can keep growing, learning and supporting each other as we rise above the noise and build meaningful connections. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this with someone who might need to hear it. Let's keep pushing forward. Stay strong, stay true, and remember, you're never alone on this journey. There's an undeniable power in keeping quiet. While others clamor for attention, those who understand the value of silence are already winning. Silence is where the real work happens. It's where greatness is built. Think about it. When was the last time you truly worked on something without needing to share it with the world? The pressure to show progress, to gain likes and validation, often takes away from the actual process of growth. But here's the truth. The applause, the recognition, the rewards, they don't matter if the foundation isn't strong. Silence is your foundation. The best things in life aren't announced before they're ready. A tree doesn't shout while it grows. Its roots dig deep in silence. It faces storms, survives droughts, and still it grows. And when it finally emerges tall and strong, the world notices, but not before it's ready. The same goes for you. You don't need to declare every step of your journey. You don't need the world to validate your effort. True growth, true strength, and true success happen behind the scenes. Silence is more than just the absence of noise. It's a strategy. It's about focus. It's about building a version of yourself so strong that by the time the world sees it, there's no room for doubt. When you work in silence, you eliminate distractions. You're not worried about opinions, judgments, or competition. It's just you and your goals. Sharpen your skills. In the quiet, you can focus on improving. You can fail, learn, and grow without the pressure of an audience. Preserve your energy. Instead of wasting time proving yourself to others, you're using that energy to create something real. Remember this. The world doesn't need to know what you're doing until you're ready to show them. Think about the people who inspire you, the ones who seem to have everything figured out. Do you know why they're so admired? Because they didn't just talk about their dreams, they worked on them. They didn't seek validation at every step. They didn't need applause to keep going. Instead, they poured their energy into their craft, improving quietly, steadily, and with purpose. That's the power of silence. It allows you to grow without interference, to evolve without judgment, to transform without distractions. And when you finally step into the light, your transformation will be undeniable. But let's take it a step further. Building yourself in silence isn't just about external success. It's about the journey within. It's about discovering who you really are when the world isn't watching. In the quiet, you confront your fears. In the quiet, you learn discipline. In the quiet, you find clarity. There's a reason why the most profound moments in life often happen in solitude. When you strip away the noise, the opinions, the expectations, you're left with the raw, unfiltered version of yourself. And that's where true strength is born. Building yourself in silence requires patience. It's not about immediate results. It's about the long game. Think of it like planting a garden. You plant the seeds, water them, and tend to them daily. But for weeks, maybe months, you see nothing. It's easy to doubt yourself, to wonder if you're doing something wrong. But beneath the surface, the roots are growing. The foundation is being built. And then, one day, the first sprouts appear. And soon after, a garden flourishes. The same is true for your journey. The world may not see your progress right away, but that doesn't mean it isn't happening. Keep watering your dreams. Keep tending to your growth. Because one day the world will see the garden you've built. There's beauty in the process of becoming. Silence allows you to fully embrace that process. It gives you the space to focus on who you're becoming, rather than rushing to showcase what you've achieved. You see, growth isn't linear. There will be setbacks, days when progress feels invisible. But every challenge you face is a lesson. Every failure is a step forward. Silence lets you absorb those lessons without judgment. It gives you the time to internalize what you've learned and use it to fuel your journey. And when you finally step out of that silence, you'll step out stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. When you build yourself in silence, you're not just working for your success, you're creating a legacy. The people who watch you, who see your journey, will be inspired by your strength and determination. They'll realize that they don't need to shout to be heard. That true power comes from quiet confidence and relentless effort. You won't just achieve success for yourself. You'll pave the way for others to do the same. One day, you'll step into the spotlight, not because you're seeking it, but because your work will demand it. The results of your silent effort will be so undeniable, so extraordinary, that the world won't be able to ignore you. And on that day, you'll realize that the applause doesn't matter. The recognition doesn't matter. What matters is the journey you took to get there. The discipline, the patience, the strength you built in the quiet moments. So let the world wonder, let them underestimate you, let them think you're doing nothing. Because while they're busy doubting, you're busy building. Building yourself in silence isn't easy. It takes courage to work without recognition. It takes strength to keep going when no one is cheering you on. But the rewards, they're worth it. In silence, you'll find clarity. In silence, you'll find focus. And in silence, you'll find the strength to become the person you were always meant to be. So keep going. Keep working. Keep building. The world may not see it yet, but they will. And when they do, they'll see someone unshakable, unstoppable, and undeniably great. Thank you for watching. Your silence is your power. Never forget that.